Now I'm going to explain the physics of the two types of bearings for the 120cc next to the stock bearings and the work that has to be done to make the 52.5 millimeter crank and custom bearings fit in the case. So this is on a tripod, and I hope I'm getting all this on camera. Now what we have, these are the stock bearings. This is calipers here, right here. The stock bearings are approximately, if you look at the 10 and they're 11 millimeters thick. Okay, that's normal. Now and these are the dummy bearings, and you can see I bought them brand new and they have the grease still in them. What I have done is taken a Dremel and smoothed off 1/10 of an inch off of this side and 100th of an inch off the inside. Now if you'll notice what these bearings, if you really want to know, they're rounded on one side just like the regular bearings. On the other side they're cut flat. And what's happened is, if we go and do this again, you will notice that these are about a little over 10 millimeters. What we have is these bearings have to fit flush in the case. This is a stock virgin case right here. Now your regular bearings will fit right in here, and they will fit flush against, damn it, they'll fit flush against this base right here. Due to the fact that the crank is wider than stock, a millimeter or a millimeter and a half have to be taken off this bottom part right here. Since these are the dummy bearings, they will fit right in here, and I can pull them in and out. Well, mostly. Anyway, since these are thinner bearings, they will fit deeper into the case, and the crank needs all this extra area taken off by about 1.5 millimeters. It is a real bitch to do if you don't have the proper tools. So we can get that out. Now at this time, this piece here is about $180. The other half of the crankcase is about, well, altogether it's $350 or $400 for the whole thing. So you have to be very careful about these edges right here. There can be no air leaks. And if you're going to bore this out to fit a 52.5 millimeter crank, then you're going to go through this hole right here and this hole right here. And this one. You'll go into the crank galleys. They won't be any good for pinning the case halves together. And that's another important thing, because the case halves have got to be very, very tight with all that more power in them. So what I have done is, you'll notice that the holes don't go all the way through, or, well, they do, as a matter of fact. This is the other side. What I do is I've taken my long bolts and gone all the way through here into the other side, and I've drilled all the way through the other side in back of the variator, and I've held the case together with double nuts. So in order to do the 120 cc's, first of all we've got to take this out to get the 54 millimeter cylinder to fit in here. Then we have to take this out on this area, 52.5, about, oh, I don't know, 2 millimeters on each side. Then you have to go in and dig the meat out of here. And you have to get it all perfect and so there's no leaks. And it is very hard to do without a machine shop, but I'm showing you how to do it in the backyard mechanics way, because a lot of people say in Indonesia or Philippines or anywhere may not have access to an engineering, a machine shop, or someone knows how to do it. This is a tool that was sent to me by VTCYCLES, Steve. He recommended this and it worked really well. This part goes on the drill. This part on the bottom is the same size as the crankshaft. Goes through this washer, and I can raise and lower the cutting edge, or I can move the cutting edge in or out. And it worked pretty well. And I still have it, and it's I don't know if these are still available, but I got it from Steve and it worked very well. You've seen my engines. It worked very well. Okay. So 629, and this is a picture of the tool, and it has a cutting edge on it right here, and that is a carbine tip that's been brazed on there. It's very specific for cutting the DIO cases. If you don't have access to a machine shop, or you don't want to pay it a lot of money to do it, excuse me, which I don't. So let's go on to the next video.